What's up, guys? Cody here today with a Karma support game. So, I don't normally play Karma, that's because I feel like there's better supports than her, and just better supports in general for me. Mostly Nami and Soraka are generally better for me, and I'm always gonna pick Lulu if that's an option. But Lulu was banned this game, and I was tempted to go Bard. However, Bard and Vayne do not work well together at all. So I decided let's play Karma. I was hovering between Karma and Nami, and I said let's play Karma. Let's see how this goes. I haven't played Karma in quite some time, especially not in ranked. And yeah, so level 1, we're going in for a nice cheeky invade, and their Leona isn't paying any attention at all. So we get an easy first blood, and we find out that their Lucian is AFK. And for whatever reason, they don't remake. So, yeah, good for us. Their Vi is put at a disadvantage because of this. And yeah, pretty much just, whenever someone's AFK, even for a short period of time, it does put a very, very big step back in the game for your team. Mostly at the beginning of the game, though, as that's kind of when everything's decided. Yeah, so one of the things that I'm gonna do this game is I'm going to be spending most of my time mid lane. After the bot lane tower is pretty much gone, I'm going to say, okay, I'm out, and I'm just going to chill mid. This is for two reasons. One, the enemy bot lane generally isn't that smart, and whenever you get a turret down in bot lane, you should switch with your top lane, so that way you can 2-push against 1 and get top turret. However, sorry, it's really late when I'm recording this. But however, most people aren't coordinated like that at low elos, and this is gold 2 I'm playing at right now, which is virtually plat. And most people don't coordinate that very well. And so most times the bot lane just goes mid. So I know in my head already that if we lose bot, then I should just go mid by default, because that's where their bot lane is now going to be spending most of their time, because they don't care about bot lane anymore. They don't have a tower to get there or anything. So what do they care? And it works out, because what ends up happening is there's a 3v2 mid, and my ADCs and bot just free farming, not having to worry about anything. And they'll send someone every now and then, but for the most part it won't be an issue. And then I'll roam top every now and then. In this game I was just kind of sitting mid nonstop, because that's where they were. And yeah, I went top after I felt like the situation mid was fairly okay, and yeah, you'll see. But yeah, you may have noticed that my Vayne is kind of pushing lane and then fighting under their tower almost. Like here, he gets caught out under their tower, and I'm gonna die as a result of it because I tried to save her ass, and yeah, not great. They are gonna get a free push on tower here now, pretty much. And while they don't stay, tower does take a significant chunk of damage from just minions alone. And I have to tell Vayne, hey, just, back up, and yeah. Warwick warns us about Vi coming, and Vayne still fights anyways. He trades 1 for 1, which is actually worth, because Lucian has a bounty. But still, he died, so yeah. I just feel like it could have gone a lot better. So looking at the scoreboard here, Warwick is getting some kills. Nautilus is owning this they go top. And we go mid and we get Warwick some 3 kills again. Now since we all left bot, Lucian's gonna get tower. And you know, this is when I decide peace out on bot lane, it's not worth it anymore. And yeah. One thing that I realized once the game started going, was that Karma, you know, can shield Warwick, and he wants that shield because he gets that extra movement speed for his ult. He goes in with his ult, or just goes in for Q, and he's going to be able to soak up a bit more damage because of that. I wasn't really thinking about that when I chose Karma. I just picked her because I just was like, I like my utility supports. And yeah. So, I have to run back down bot real fast, make sure Vayne doesn't die, as their bot lane is back down in there. Then I'm trying to just follow them around, so that way the mid lane is never overstressed, I guess is what I don't know. Overcrowded? Overwhelmed, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, the mid lane's never overwhelmed. Because if mid's in a 1v3 or a 1v4, then they're completely screwed. If they're in a 2v3, then that's a lot better. 2v4, we probably can't handle that. But Warwick should be able to come over relatively fast, since he should be playing around mid lane at this point, since that's where everyone is. Now, Leona gets caught out, which is great for us, and we should be able to get this relatively easily. However, we don't, because Warwick smites and then Qs, which means Vi just gets to steal the dragon. We do kill Vi though, so you know, we got something out of it, but petty change for what we just lost. It is an Ocean Drake though, so not necessarily a big deal. And you see me going back mid lane. At this point, I'm just going back mid to cover more than anything, because Warwick can't really cover against all these champions. And the tower is starting to take some significant damage because I am the only one here. Which we're all gonna see that this is gonna be an issue as the game goes on. The fact that I'm gonna be stuck mid by myself. You pretty much warn Vayne that they're going bot, and it's off like a good ADC. But I've given up on my ADC at this point. I don't quite like playing with Vaynes anyways until they hit mid late game, when they start getting some items and start being able to do some damage. Right now I'm playing around my jungler more than anything, and I think that's how I like to play my games as support. Is I like to roam with my jungler. I like to utilize my well, not utilize, I like to buff my jungler, give him extra speed, give him some stuns to set up some plays. Just whoever I'm playing, I like to roam with my jungler and get my jungler fed more than anyone, because I feel like he has the biggest impact on me. And you know, that's how I win most of my games, I feel like. Granted, it can be very hard to have that style of play if you have a bad ADC, or your jungler is just a piece of crap, or if they are continuously trying to overwhelm bot lane. If they are continuously just shoving bot lane, then you really don't get that opportunity to go and roam. For the most part though, you aren't roaming as support anyways until the tower falls. Until the laning phase is done for bot lane, you don't really do much. You can, as a support, roam like in between backs. When your ADC is gone and you just kind of want to stay, and roam mid. However, it can be made pretty obvious. But the enemy basically that you backed off your ADC, so you do have the potential for an element of surprise, but generally speaking, when I roam, I try to roam with my jungler. Just gives the best results possible. Now, by myself mid again, you can see that my ADC is in bot lane because she won CS, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna farm bot and then be back mid, and because of that, we tower pretty much. Warwick comes in though, give him some speed boost, some shields, pick up a easy kill on Leona. He does have to burn his ult for it, which is a really strong element in our team fights, because it pretty much is an insta kill on whoever gets hit by it. But yeah, my goal right now is to keep Warwick alive, since he's pretty much doing the most damage. Warwick and Ahri, Vayne's starting to ramp up a bit, but not as much as what I'd like her to be. Just because, like I said before, I don't like Vayne. I don't like late game scaling ADCs, especially ones that are very short range. But you see, I am top now. There's no tower bot, there's no tower mid, so I got nowhere to be but top. And I have to bust my ass off to protect this Vayne. Unfortunately for us though, they are fighting 3v5, and yeah. Jaco shows up, kills Ahri, and I know that he's gonna come back around here soon, so I'm getting ready to prepare for that. As we see him Q over the wall, and the Baron AoE effect kind of reveals him as well, and I just Q because I know Baron is dead, so that slows him, deals a good portion of damage, reveals him once again, and then we kill him. So we lost Ahri for that, but not the biggest deal. We got 4 people with Baron, so pretty much at this point we've got the game in the bag. As long as we don't throw this, we should be fine. We are down towers currently, but Baron should hopefully solve that. And we are up 13 kills in almost a little more than 5k. You will see I have completed my redemption at this point, and it's pretty much going to make anyone that I want unkillable. Their Annie is the only big threat to protecting the team, and as long as when I'm there, she's the only threat. However, she's so far behind that she doesn't actually deal all that much damage, and it's honestly just a piece of cake keeping everyone alive. And yeah, you'll notice that I have Merc Treads this game instead of Acidity boots or Obi boots or whatever. That's mostly just because Annie stunned, Shaco Fear, Vi knock up, and Leona stuns. Pretty much makes it so that, yeah, no, I want Merc Treads. The tenacity in this game is just overwhelmingly strong, where I really feel like everyone should have had Merc Treads, including the Vayne. Just because that's just me though. I like having my defensive boots over offensive boots when I know that it's just overwhelmingly too good to have. As a support, when I'm a tank, I will try to build defensive boots, assuming that I'm not winning. If I'm winning the game, then what ends up happening is I like to build my Moby boots because I like to roam a lot, because that's how you win games. After you win your lane, you take that lead into other lanes, so roam as a support. Even when I'm behind, you know, if I lose a tower, if I feel like I'm gonna be just moving back and forth between the lanes a lot, Moby boots. Plus Moby boots helps with positioning purposes and whatnot. It's you don't really think about it as a support until you've done it quite a few times, and you're just like, oh yeah, no, this is wonderful. So we get a few inhibs. I'm gonna die here, unfortunately, and yeah, that happens. But it's not the biggest of deals. Org is gonna come in and pretty much wreck house on all of them, and Ari comes in, just clean up whoever's left. And yeah, my team is doing really well at not throwing for the most part. Right there, we died. Probably not what we want. As I've said this before, anytime that, you know, the enemy team aces you or almost aces you and while you're winning, that's always an opportunity for them to make a comeback, because whenever there's an ace, that does diminish team morale. If there's already some conflicts going on within the team, then it's going to make things much worse for you. If the team is not happy, content, then generally speaking, your teammates are gonna do shit. And toxicity is a disease that is contagious for the most part. Negative attitude, negative emotion are generally spread easily. Yeah, don't give any opportunity for the enemy to make a comeback at all, because an ace for them is a morale boost for themselves that you do not want them having, and it has them start thinking, oh, maybe we can actually win this, and as long as your team keeps fucking up, then yeah, they can. Same goes the other way around. So, we kill 4 of them. Annie gets away, unfortunately, in this, and we are going to just pick up 2 inhibitors off of this. Try my ass off to keep Arya alive through the Shaco Ignite. And, yeah. We killed 2 of them again. So, we were going to go for Baron, and then we were going to push an end. Shaco kind of quit there anyways, and yeah. Enemy team surrender. So, pretty good. And I haven't, like I said, haven't played Karma in quite a while. And it worked out pretty well this game with the Warwick. Having the speed boost and shield combination was very good. Don't like playing with Vaynes. Lucian being AFK helped. And them having a Shaco top was pretty good. Especially a bad Shaco top. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe if you did. And check out other videos on the channel. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.